Jorgelt Kibano Kujvaj. Oh, start of another, I don't know, start of another week, start of another day, start of another morning. Who the hell knows? But Alexa, what happened today in history?
On May 6, 1954, Roger Bannister, an English medical student, became the first person in history to run a mile in under 4 minutes.
A mile in under 4 minutes. Now, I thought Alexa was going to say that on this day in history, I finished. I finished doing the logos for the reputation management service that I'm developing or resurrecting for my resurrecting is a better word for it. Resurrecting for my clients. And for those of you that tuned in last time, you may recall that I was setting up Yane with a business, and Yane, bless her heart, she, as I said in my last video, she was rather a successful go-getter down in Venezuela. Uh, she has a home down there, a car. She had the whole 9 yards, as we Americans say. And coming up here and getting started in the United States would be a challenge for anybody that English isn't their native tongue, so to speak. But anyway, so I've spent my God, this project. It's been a challenge. But for those of you that are watching this on a computer, don't pull it up on your cell phone. Go to a computer and pull it up. Type in www.abc, like now I know my ABCs, AutoCare, abcautocare.com / that's the little slant character down in the lower right of the keyboard, abcautocare.com / reputation. I'll help Skip with that. Skip, it's REPUTATION, okay? Reputation. I wonder if Skip was ever in a spelling bee when he was a kid. But hopefully this video is not going to come out sideways. I hope it's not going to come out sideways. But anyway, I've been doing this. I've been doing this reputation thing, and basically, in a nutshell, the size of a pistachio, like I like to say, if you've got a local business, you want to be found on Google. And Google uses an algorithm. They use a formula. Skip, that's like a formula. So Google uses an algorithm to determine who's number one and who's number 10,000 or whatever it is. And one of the things that they use, it's called your page rank. So you have a website, maybe you have 10 pages in your website. Contact us, map and hours, gallery, meet the mechanic, whatever the hell it is. So you've got a page, you might have 10 pages in your website. My clients have nearly 1,000 pages in their websites. But anyway, every page in and by itself has a score. It's called a page rank. And the page rank is, as I understand it, it's a rather complicated formula, but your page rank is a score of 1 to 10. Each page has a score of 1 to 10 based upon Google's importance or perception of importance for what somebody's searching for. So if you're searching for brake repair in the villages, Google's going to look for a page on the internet, not a website, but a page in a website on the internet that has a high page rank. Well, the way that it all connects is that these websites that are out there like Yelp and Angie's List and City Search and Home Advisor and all these other websites, they maintain directories of businesses, and those directories will have a link back to your website or back to a client's website. And the inbound links, the links coming into your website, this is probably more information than you want to know on a Saturday morning, but the links coming into your website, influence your page rank. The higher your page rank, the higher up you go. So what I'm doing with Yane is I'm getting her into a business where we're going to leverage my existing relationships with clients and go out and basically update and maintain and acquire their local business listings. And it's a whole industry. I got to tell you, you just go online and type in local business reputation management or local business citation management, all that type of stuff. There's a whole industry out there about doing this. And if only to be just a little bit more technical, a lot of these websites like Yelp and Angie's List, etc., they offer what is called an API, an application programming interface. So what that means is that a guy like me can go to Yelp or Angie's List or whatever, open up a developer's account, if you will, and they give me access to their data. So I can basically create a connection between my client's website, ABC Auto Care, and Yelp and Angie's List and City Search and Dexnose and YellowBot and RepairPal and Mechanic Advisor and all these websites. I can make a connection and I can synchronize the data. So if the address is not correct on one of these external websites, citation websites if you will, if the address is not correct, I can synchronize that with what my client's address should be. And that way you maintain consistent NAP. NAP is a word for, or acronym rather, for name, address, phone number. So as a local business, you want to have a name, address, phone number. But anyway, so that's that's more than you probably want to know about what the hell I've been doing. But I've been putting in, 12, 14-hour days doing this stuff. And Yanae, bless her heart, Yanae is coming down this week. I think I'm going to ask Yanae to make me some arepas. We'll put on some Despacito and have Yanae make me some arepas here in the kitchen. But anyway, not too much else has been going on. Just a lot of work. Still missing my dad. This morning I woke up. I decided to get the world's greatest dad cup. I don't know where he got this. Somebody gave it to him, but every time I see this cup, I can't help but to think of my dad sitting down at the morning table, having his coffee, waiting to be waited on by me. But what cherished memories those are. The other thing that's been going down through my mind is, as a self-employed entrepreneur, as some of you might call me, but as a self-employed entrepreneur, and being as successful as I've been blessed to have been, you're always thinking about giving back. How can you give back? Am I giving back enough? And I find myself thinking that starting this business with Yanae, starting this business for Yanae, in many ways it's giving back, but it's going to be I know that as I program this, again, abcautocare.com/reputation, but as I program this system, this business, it'll be overwhelming. It'll be overwhelming for Yanae. She won't be able to keep up with the business. And it's pretty good. I mean, each business, to do a citation audit, several $100s to do a citation audit, and I've got clients lined up around the block to do this. But I find myself thinking of other individuals in my life that probably could benefit from some work, and maybe help them out as well. Benjamin Franklin, if I'm not mistaken. Alexa, who invented the United States Post Office?
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. The United States Postal Service is an independent agency of the United States federal government responsible for providing postal service in the United States, including its insular areas and associated states. Did that answer your question?
No.
Thanks for your feedback.
Alexa, did Benjamin Franklin invent the post office?
Yes. Benjamin Franklin is an inventor of post office.
Okay, so Benjamin Franklin invented the post office. But Benjamin Franklin, actually, it's not the post office. He invented the post office, but he also invented I think the idea of the newspaper or something along those lines. And what he did was he didn't go up and down the colony setting up newspapers himself. He came up with the idea of the newspaper business and went up and down the colony setting up people in the newspaper business and therefore taking a cut. So he wasn't actually doing the work. He invented the work, and other people as well as himself benefited from it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. But anyway, what else is on my mind? Yanae got her passport renewed. Yanae is, as many of you know, Yanae is here waiting for an interview for asylum, and her Venezuelan passport had expired. So while she's pending asylum, she's allowed to leave the country, not allowed to go anywhere near Venezuela, but she's allowed to leave the country to, for example, Budapest or something like that, as she would say. But anyway, so Yanae got her passport renewed, and that was a process in and by itself. She had to go through the consulate in New Orleans to get that done. And now, as the saying goes, have passport, will travel. And I was talking to Skip yesterday, and Skip had told me that he said now I can take Yanae to Budapest, and that he and Sue would join us. And I can only see Skip sitting on the Danube, ordering goulash levesh, and trying to tell the waiter in Hungarian that it's not hot enough or some crap like that. I don't know if Budapest is big enough for both Skip and I, but boy, that sure would be one trip to remember. But anyway, so that's about it. Let's do the high hope. We'll do a high hope today. Look ahead. Don't view life through a rearview mirror. Don't second guess or recriminate. Keep your gaze forward. Look with anticipation, with optimism, untrammeled by the baggage of the past. There's your 50-cent word, untrammeled by the baggage of the past. I oftentimes in life, people will ask me, not oftentimes, but throughout life, people have asked me, and I have asked myself, do I have any regrets in life? And, I've got to say that I really don't have many, if any, regrets in life, because I believe that if you reach a point in your life, and you look back and you have regrets, everything that happened in your life, the accumulation of everything that happened in your life led you to be who you are today. And the goal I think the goal in life is to like yourself. Self-respect is the key to happiness. And if you really like yourself, at the end of the day, if you really like yourself, who you are as a person, then that's the definition of success in my opinion. But to have regrets in life would be to I think to wish that everything that happened in your life got you to where you're at today is what I'm trying to say. So I like where I'm at today. I feel grateful and blessed for where I'm at today, and to change that, to change anything in my past, I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't have partied as much. When I was younger, if I had to do it all over again, I probably wouldn't have partied as much as I did. In my 20s, my late teens, my 20s. I wouldn't have smoked and drank as much as I did, because who knows how long or what type of long-term effects that lifestyle has on one's body. But anyway, the quote is from C.S. Lewis. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. So with that being said, I'm going to get on with my day, let you get on with your day. And Skip, I love you. I'm just giving you a hard time, Skip, about, how to spell reputation and what an algorithm is. I love you, Skip, as you sit up there in your man cave. You know what you think is a man cave. You know, Sue was nice enough to give you that room, Skip. You know, to put your TV and your big chair in there. And I think she just gave you that room to get you the hell out of the other, common areas of the house. I think Sue just said, I'll just put Skip back in this little room and tell him it's his man cave, and and that'll keep him out of the rest of the house, and out of her hair. But anyway, Sue, if you're watching this, I think you're a gem. All right, take good care, and have a great day, everybody. And as my dad would say, I love you all.